the chard out. Hello you guys, so we are in the garden now, so let me show you what I am going to do. This is the whole garden. There are a couple of things that need doing. So first, I'm going to dig up this chard. First, actually, I'm going to take off like the edible chard leaves, and I'm going to give them to the chickens who are over there. And then we are going to take these off, either eggplant or zucchini, I forget which one, but one of them is down here. We're going to take these covers off and just put them to the side so that they can get some sun for today, and then we're going to put them back on in the evening. So this is basically to help them get used to being cold at night, because previously they were in the greenhouse, so they were really warm at night. Now that they've been replanted out here, it is cold at night, so the covers are just meant to kind of ease them into that transition. There's a bunch of chard over there as well that needs digging up, and then I'm going to weed this entire bed. Here's one of the chickens, actually. Her name's Miriam. So then I'm going to weed this entire bed. We're going to leave these flowers here because they're edible flowers, and Samantha likes to use them for dessert toppings sometimes. But basically all of this are weeds. They can go, but she said we have some potato plants, so this one, those ones over there, these ones over here, they're all potatoes, so they can be left. I think she said this one is possibly potato also, so I'll leave these, but everything else can go. It's a beautiful day. It's like super clear, super sunny. So let's get to it. Look at her. She's already looking at me. She knows I have food in my hand. Maybe I should have made it smaller, but I think it's fine. Oh, here comes the other one. Alright, we got all the chard out, and we're bringing it to the drop-off point where we leave all of the weeds and stuff. Oh, and the whole garden's been freshly lawned yesterday. Quite nice, right? There's the pool. You can see that's where one of the big chard things was, and I've completely pulled it out, so that's gone now. The plastic covers have been taken off these plants and just set to the side. And where I spent the most time was this bed over here that had all the other chard plants, and it was just completely full of weeds. And you can see how clean she is now. So I'm gonna go inside and see what else there is to do. We're probably gonna have lunch quite soon. And I also managed to save all these chard leaves as well, which is really good if you just kind of saute them with some garlic and butter. So we might have that as a little side thing for lunch as well. Okay, so we finished lunch. I've just finished my post-lunch, like last task kind of the day. I mean, we have the rest of the afternoon off as well. So basically what I've done, we're back in the garden now. We've let the chickens out. And what we wanted to do, which I have now done, is put these bamboo sticks into the ground and make another structure wherein the raspberry plants can grow. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So this one was already here before, And we have a bunch of raspberry plants that basically came from over there, but somehow they managed to kind of plant themselves into this bed as well. And the idea is that we stick these 3 bamboo sticks into the ground as far as it goes, and then we kind of tie it all together, and we have this ring made of wood. And as the plants grow, you kind of funnel them into the circle so that they kind of stay within their little zone and they don't like branch out to the rest of the bed, because we have other plants growing here as well. We're gonna go back inside and I think just chill. Oh, I'm about to leave the garden. We've got a surprise chicken here. Excuse me, Doris. And it's really sweet because they don't... Oh, I forgot to put my gloves back. They don't lay eggs anymore because they're too old. And normally people would just put them in soup, but they've just turned them into pets now. Look who's on my bed. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh no, Chef, I've woken her up. Shit. Okay, so quick update. It's just past 5 p.m. now. I mean, it is still so bright outside because it's like, you know, spring has arrived and I love it. Anyway, it's 5 p.m. now. I've just been sitting on my ass in the couch for like the last, I don't know how many hours, just watching YouTube and trying to sort out a budget planner spending tracker for myself, because I really want to take it more seriously and, you know, like budget my expenses, know where my money is going, know how much I'm spending on food or eating out every month and stuff, because currently I have absolutely no idea. Now, I've gone into the sewing room and I got... because Samantha gave us these little tags that say made with love, which is so cute. And we're going to sew them onto the tops that we all made. So I'm going to do that now while it's still nice and light. And then we're probably going to start working on dinner in like the next hour or so. Just going to put it, I think I want to put it like right here. So it'll be kind of on the bottom left corner. This place is so great. You can even see like the neighbor. I can't remember if it's Jean-Louise or Jean-Pierre, because they have a guest, which is one and the neighbor's called the other. So I think the neighbor's name is Jean-Louise and one of the guests right now is Jean-Pierre. The neighbor has donkeys and you can see them from my window and they're really, really fluffy. Okay, so I think I want it to be here. Here, I've de-threaded the needle to minimize risk of stabbing, and I've just left like the thread in, and now I'm gonna take this off. Look at her just having, God, fuck, sorry. I was about to say, look at her just having a peaceful snooze behind me, and then I've gone and I don't know if this is correct whatsoever. I'm gonna tie it here and pray. Okay, so there's the top now with a little tag that says made with love. Okay, all ready for a little walk. It turns out that she wasn't actually tired, she just doesn't like being on the lead, especially in that specific area of the walk. So she was just sulking, she wasn't actually tired. That's coffee, don't you? Yes. You can sit there on the website. So this is the mackerel pate. Yes. Okay, so currently still prepping for dinner. It's almost 8 o'clock now, but I have just been sent outside to go make sure that I'm going the wrong way. That the chickens are in their hatch. What I'm to do is we'll go into the chicken house and we'll very gently lift the hatch and check that they're inside. If they are inside, then I'm going to close the door to the chicken coop as well. So, go in, lock this. So we're going to lift that door there, see if they're inside, gently. It's locked. Whoops. Both of them are there. Yep, you can see Miriam there in the back. Okay, close that again. And that means we're gonna go back out and gently lock them back in for the night so that they're safe. And tomorrow we let them back out so that they can walk around this entire property the entire day. Throughout the entire dinner service, we have been wondering where she is, and she was just like here on my bed. I really don't want to send her away. She looks so cute, but I think I'm gonna have to at some point. Skincare and then sleep. Take our eyes out. And what's probably become the most important step recently, this huge tub of like hand body cream with urea. It's meant for just, I don't know, deep moisture reparation. I've used this before years and years ago and I loved it so much. Like my skin really agreed with it. And with the amount that we wash our hands with what we do, my hands have started to get really, really dry. So this just moisturizing with a bunch of cream right before I go to bed has come in clutch. It is exactly 10:55, so it is almost 11 p.m. It has been a very varied day. We've done a bunch of different things and I am definitely super tired now. We don't have to be up too early. We're going to start clearing away breakfast around 9:30 because the group of cyclists are probably going to have breakfast around 8:30. So we start working, clearing away breakfast around 9. There will probably be a few things to do in the garden as well, depending on the weather. Tomorrow we do dinner service again. So we're doing dinner service for the guests for the next 3 nights. There isn't really a set schedule for like, you know, we work these days, we work these hours. We kind of just do the work as it comes up. It's very flexible. So it also doesn't really mean much that it's a Saturday. It's not really a weekend. It's just we do what needs to be done, no matter what the date is, whatever the time is. It usually works out to about 25 hours a week anyway. And if you have any questions about my volunteering experience, then feel free to leave them in the comments. I will be happy to answer all your questions about what my experience has been like. And good night.
Do you know what time they're? I'll just say to Jeff if they pick up.
Out in the garden, we're gonna say goodbye to the chickens. Doris nearly died. A few days ago, she was looking really, really badly. Her stomach was like full of some kind of fluid. And one of the guests here, crazy coincidence, is a retired veterinarian. So I held her up while he put a needle and syringe into her abdomen area and then just sucked out a bunch of the fluid that her body was creating. Took out genuinely probably half a liter of fluid from her abdomen area, but she looks really good. So that's really good news. So bye chickens. To get some snacks. So I'm in Lyon now. Lovely so far, except I couldn't find, it took me like 10 minutes to figure out how to get to the other side of the train station. And while I was in the bus, right, I had folded up my coat and I put it in the above head storage compartment thingy. And like before we arrived, I remember I thought multiple times, I was like, I cannot forget my coat because there's no kind of visual reminder that it's there because it's like above my head. Forgot my coat. And I only realized when I was well off the bus and was already on the way to the hotel to drop off my bags. I might still be able to get it back because this was the destination bus stop. So maybe it's still somewhere there at the bus station. If I can find someone to help me, maybe I can still get my coat back. I don't know, we'll see. Wish me luck. No luck, unfortunately. I talked to two very, very nice Flixbus drivers and they both basically said, you know, even if this was the last, you know, the final destination of the bus, it probably already went somewhere else and is probably off on its like new leg or whatever. So it's not here anymore because it's already been half an hour. And the best thing to do is to just fill out a form or like call Flixbus help desk. So I'm gonna go straight to the restaurant that I wanted to eat at because I am super hungry. It's not that far. And I'm gonna like fill in the form while I'm there. It tastes very Christmassy though, it's quite good. I like it. So we've got prawns here, prawn, one fish, and this is the sauerkraut, and it comes in like a white lemon butter sauce, I think. just on my way back from dinner now, and I noticed this building here where you can see like the outline of, I guess, another wing that used to be on the building but is no longer there. So I'm really curious to know what it used to be and why it's not there anymore. So the place that I went to for dinner had like 22,000 Google reviews, 4.4, which is solid, especially for that amount of reviews. So I just went there because I wanted to try something kind of typically Lyonnaise. And apparently the thing with the sauerkraut and the smoked sausage is traditional or typical, but I tried the fish version, which in hindsight maybe I shouldn't have because it wasn't like the classic version, but it was still yummy. I think all the sites that I would want to see are a little bit too far away to get there and back and make it in time for my bus. So I'm just going to pick up my bags, slowly head to the station for the next bus. Second bus, let's go. 11 hours, Lyon to Munich. Okay, we made it, 9:25, and we finally made it back to Munich a little bit later than scheduled. So I have 35 minutes to drop off my bags at the nearest bag drop and then head to my doctor's appointment to get my vaccinations for my holiday. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Standard Flix bus or long distance bus stuff. There were some people a few rows behind us who got along really well, which was nice. So they were having a chat at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And you know, like every time the bus stops at one of its stops, the driver announces it and he's like, you know, now we're in Bern, we have 10 minutes here, now we're in Zurich, we have 5 minutes here, so on and so on, which of course necessary, but it just means that you can't really sleep through, but that's okay. We dropped off our bags, so now I am free and unencumbered. We got some malaria tablets and mosquito repellent spray. Now, on my way back home, see my man, and then go back to the train station, pick up my bag, and then head to Vienna. So I only have an hour at home before I have to leave again, but it's better than nothing. It was really weird to be back in the city after being like in the middle of nowhere in the French countryside for 6 weeks. It feels weird because it feels so normal and it feels like I've never been away. Okay, I'm on my way to the luggage storage to get my bag now. I just stopped by the pharmacy to pick up some sunscreen. The lady was so nice and she gave me some free samples as well. I have about 20 minutes before my train leaves. Luckily the station is right back there. The luggage storage place is right around this corner, so I'm good for time. I just hope that it's not super full and I'll be able to find somewhere to sit, but aside from that, it's all good. Last leg for the day, and in about 5.5 hours I will be home in Vienna. Hello you guys! It is now 9:30 p.m. It is the end of the day. My dad picked me up from the train station, and then when we got home we made dinner and we had white asparagus with hollandaise sauce and a steak which we split, as well as some like parsley potatoes, which was so good. And afterwards cleaned up the kitchen, showered, and now I am ready. I am so ready to sleep in a bed I cannot tell you how excited I am to just lie down in bed. I'm freshly showered, I'm clean. The last thing I'm going to do is just dry my hair because my hair is still quite wet, and then I am going to go to sleep. I have a couple of errands to run tomorrow to prepare for the trip to Hawaii and the trip to the Philippines. So tomorrow is going to be errands and packing, unpacking, repacking, and also tidying up the apartment before I leave it then for the next couple of weeks. So that is what I've got on for tomorrow. But this is basically the end of the whole France Diaries series. I was there for 6 weeks total, and now I am officially done. And now that I have done the whole 2 bus 1 train trip back to Vienna, which took over 24 hours, we left at 12:30 on Sunday, and I arrived actually back home around 7 p.m. on Monday. This feels like a good place to kind of end this whole series. It was one of the most amazing experiences I have ever had, and I'm so glad that I made the decision to do that while I was looking for a new job. And now I have a new job, and I'm really excited to start it as well after my time in Hawaii and the Philippines. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been super, super fun. And I am also so excited for the next 2 weeks. We have 4 days in Hawaii, and then we have a 20-hour layover in Tokyo on the way to the Philippines, and then we have about 10 days. So that is what's coming my way in the next couple of weeks, and I am so excited about that as well. And of course, I'm going to take you guys with me for that also. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Good night.